let's jump straight into the base tour. Now this is a part bunker base, which I'll go into in the actual build. As you come through the front door, you've got a shotgun trap here, along with a drop box. I'll show you where that drop box leads to in a second. Come into this section, you'll see this is the multi-airlock system, something that Hammer was playing about with in the last stream that we've implemented now. This gives you an extra 2 doors within the airlock, so it gives it 7 doors to actually get to the loot room. Go into the main loot room, 4 boxes, shotgun trap, a couple of furnaces here as well. The cupboard is actually in the back corner. I've left it open because shotgun traps seem to be the greatest thing in the world, but a pain in the arse when someone else joins, can't go in the cupboard. A couple more boxes in here, some more furnaces as well. We've also got a repair bench here, but there's one upstairs. I just wanted to show the options you've got and where you can put it. Come back out, go to the first floor. Open these doors. This is the drop box that was shown before. It's where your respawn area is. So when you come in, you can drop it all in there. If you get killed or someone's going deep, you can get any stuff you manage to get back in the box. Coming through here, we have research table, box for your scraps. In here we have the other place where I mentioned for the repair bench. These sections are left open. You can put sleeping bags in here, or maybe more boxes, even wall one of these sections up and make it like a hidden loot room. It's up to you. As we come upstairs to the last floor, we've got more furnaces here. This door's been taken away. It's up to you if you want to use it. These sections can be utilised as well. Just bear in mind, you can hide things up here as well. By picking up the doors, you can get into these sections more. So don't be scared to tuck things to the back, because people are less likely to waste if they can't see it, or if they think they've managed to get everything. Just take you outside, you'll see that is the bunker shape itself. Every roof square has the spiral system in place, so if someone blows down, it's going to be 4 rockets for that, then have to blow through all this roof pieces as well, then through the next floor. So from above, it's a bit of a nightmare, to be fair, and it's 12 rockets from everywhere to get through. The high walls add another 4 rockets as well. That's really the target I go for now, is 12 to 16 rockets for these smaller bases. This only costs just shy of 40k stone. The walls are optional, but they stop laddering, so I'd definitely look at it. I haven't included turrets, but you can include turrets if you want, maybe set them in these sections so if someone comes up it'll take them out. I'm only including things that are quite easy to find now in the actual base builds. So phase 1 is quite simple. You can start as a 1x1 and work your way out. You just want to basically get this up as quick as you can. This will be like your main living quarters anyway, so just make sure you get as much of it done as you can quite quick. Get the doors in, get as many gears as you can so you can start getting that first ladder hatch in place. It's going to be difficult, obviously, with a new node system as well. It is going to be a pain in the arse, but you just need to keep going for it. The whole base is going to be 40k stone, and the way the nodes are working at the minute, it is going to be difficult. So starting as a 1x1 or having a starter base may be the way forward that you have to go. But just keep pressing on and you will be able to get there, trust me. Make sure, if you haven't got a hatch, that you make it wood prior to actually putting a hatch in place. This will mean you can come back to it later and smash it out and put the hatch in instead. So we're going to assume that you've managed to get the gears to actually physically get your first ladder hatch in place. Now I'm going to show you how to do the bunker section and the multi-airlock system at the front now, which is really the next stages you want to be taking. To do the multi-lock air system is simple, there's nothing much to it. Literally just take that away as twig, come back across, and you have to glitch this in, it'll try and pull away from it. There we go, done. Now don't upgrade these sections just yet, because we're going to bring this up. Put them in place and leave it like that for now. To do the bunker system from here, just take it up, drop it in place, take that away. Before you can move any further, you're going to want to put a wall in here. So switch it round. Don't put anything in this section yet, just put your walls in and your doors. Before you put the doors in this section here, you need to put the roof piece in place. It won't work otherwise. Upgrade that like so, upgrade, upgrade. Now when you get rid of this, that wall will not disappear. See, it's still there. Stability is very poor on it, but it's okay, it still needs to be rocketed to get through it. Now you can put these sections in. And that is your multi-airlock system. As simple as that. Now for the bunker section, it is pretty simple to be honest. From the square that you've left aside, you're now going to come back in a square, then a triangle. Take away the two squares to get to that seeding place. Take it round, then put a square. So we're going to go square, triangle, 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 square, triangle, square, triangle, triangle, and all the way back. Take away that first piece that you left from earlier, drop it in like so. If you come up, you'll end up with this, completely symmetrical all the way around. Just take a second to look, so you're going from the start, from the front right, you're going 3 triangles, then 1 right hand triangles, then square, triangle, square, 4 triangles to a square, triangle, square, 4 triangles all the way back. It's as simple as that. Now I'm going to go ahead, upgrade this and honeycomb the walls. Because it takes ages to do it and you don't want to sit and watch that. So I went ahead and honeycombed all this section, as you can see, walled it all through, put all the floor tiles in place as well. Now this is the window where the drop box was. We'll just put that in place so you can see it. Simply just put the box in the windowsill, drop it in, now that can't be accessed even if the box is broken. This is the honeycomb area entrance where we had shotgun trap. Shotgun trap just goes in this wall and there's nothing too complicated about it. Section that up. Now I would recommend doing it in this order so you can get the roof pieces in. Seal this up. You might even want to just put your door in place there as well. Just secure that area up as best you can. Drop it down, you can put your bed in there, you can start accessing that room as well. You're not going to use it too much when the base is in this state. Now the roof pieces, the reason why I've done it like this and worked my way up is because the roof pieces can be awkward. Now to get the roof pieces in, you're going to go in this line. I'll drop it down into normal player mode as well so you can see it does get annoying. If you don't put this roof piece in first, this floor tile, then put the roofs in, this floor tile won't go in place, so always put this floor tile in first. It's extremely important that it's done in that order, or you're just going to end up with a hole there. It's going to compromise the base. Now, no clip, just for speed. Carry along this line, taking it through, then you simply just go into crisscross over this side. Same again there, crisscross all the way through. It's as simple as that. Then back along this line again. Again, this one might be awkward, might be a pain, you just have to keep playing about with it until you get it in. There you go, done. Now, stone all this up. We can now start putting the walls in place. Now the only reason we've bunkered this base is simply because we want an additional floor. That's all, nothing else. As I've said for a while now, I don't think bunkers are the best option, but everyone keeps asking for them. That's why we do them. We're slowly trying to find something to convince people that bunkers aren't the be all and end all at the moment. But it's taking time, unfortunately. So now we are going to move on to the spiral roofs. Alright, this is the key element that needs to be done. Now, to get the spiral roof in place, you're going to want to put these door frames in, like you've seen on the base tour. Stone all these up. This is what's going to give you that massive extra part of protection from above. Now, as we're showing all the clips, this is how you do the spiral roofs, okay? From below, you can either do it like this and have no floor tile, or you can put these floor tiles in place, then put the roof pieces in place, but that has to be in twig. I don't see the point of having the roof tile anyway, if I'm being perfectly honest, because the spiral roofs, they're OP as hell. So anyway, see a blue, just go around in a circle, like so, glitch it in, drop it down, easy as that. You literally just spiral honeycombing these roof pieces all the way around, and it becomes an absolute nightmare for people when they're trying to blow through it. Now, because you've got a lot on it here at the minute, it is going to become annoying, I'm not going to lie, it will be, to get them to glitch. Just make sure you double check every section. Now that's all done. Because we've done this, we can now start putting our half floor in place as well. You see, all done. That gives you a second section. Your next hatch is going to go here, and that's it. That is the principle of the entire base. Now you can put your furnaces up here like I showed in the base tour. It's really up to you how you set it out. I am not going to show you piece by piece, paint by numbers, where to put boxes, everything else, because I don't want every base the same. Now, I'd maybe mix it up and put your loot at the top, because people are going to see this and think we're going to go through the doors. So make them spend to go through the doors and work their way up rather than work their way down, because I don't see a lot of people coming from above unless it's a big crappy box base and they know they can just blow through 4 tiles and down. As soon as people see this, they are going to move away from it. They're not going to want to waste the effort trying to get through it, because it is a pain in the arse. We've come across a couple as well, and they just sap up so much resource and you don't know where you're going to get back, so you can't really bank on it either. It's just one of those techniques that's really pissing people off. It'll probably get patched like everything else that helps anyone does, but for the time being it's not, so take advantage of it as best you can. Now, when you've stoned all this up, got it all done, you're simply going to go around and put your walls in place. Simple as that. That will go in. Oh, I had it there. Just they can be difficult to get in sometimes. They just glitch through. And that is pretty much it for the entire build. As I say every time, shake it up a little bit. Don't make it exactly the same. Use the principles that we've put in place. We only do concepts, different things that we find for you to use. I mean, this is pretty OP to be fair. I mean, we're missing one square there as well. Take it forward, put the roof pieces in place. You can do the roof pieces from inside as well. One thing that Hammer's been trying to teach me. As you can see, it's blue from inside, so you don't even have to leave. So if you do miss a bit like the front, like I did there, you can go back up, do it from inside, get back up and wall it all through. Simple as that. So we're going to try and move away from bunkers as much as we can after the next build, because I've got another build tucked away that I want to go through, which does involve a bunker. But in terms of bunkers, we are going to try and move away because they're boring, to be honest. People don't like them, people love them. They're just, I don't know. It's something that I'll personally try and move away from. I still think wall stacking is a better option because doors are still getting taken. It's as simple as that. Regardless of what anyone says, doors are still the main thing.
I go la 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 la.